shamed by a group of my students last week. I was extremely emotional and I actually had to take about 15 minutes to go cry in the bathroom because I was so disgusted and upset by their behavior. They're probably between ages 13 and 15. They're freshmen. And this girl comes up to me and she goes, hey, just so you know, they're saying that your outfit is not appropriate and talking about your ass. And I look at them and I'm like, are you actually saying that right now? Are you serious? And they were like, no, we weren't. But they were like laughing. I'm not going to infantilize them and say that they shouldn't know, because they should. They're 14. That's fucked up. But the worst part is the school didn't suspend them or reprimand them in any way, because I think that behavior is like so normalized and it's dismissed as boys will be boys. But it was incredibly degrading and dehumanizing because I was just wearing pants that fit my body.
All right. She said she was wearing pants that fit her body. So she was SLUT shamed. That's what she said.
I think I would have to see the outfit, you know? You can call somebody up like, oh, she said it was inappropriate. It wasn't anything sexual, right? It was just inappropriate, right? So, okay, so I can't remember my ADs. I can't remember if they were just saying she was inappropriate or they were actually saying inappropriate things about her. Two different things. I can't remember which one it was. If it was inappropriate things, then the kids aren't wrong. If they just said, I just feel like your outfit is inappropriate, that's just an opinion, right? I don't think if you don't say it in a nasty way, it's just your opinion. And she's like, oh, well, why do you think that? Because sometimes you may not think of it because you're wearing the outfit and you may take heed to that. But if you're being nasty or if you're being sexual or you're being just inappropriate, saying in an inappropriate manner, then that will be inappropriate. But I will say this. I think that, let's just say it was they said it in an inappropriate manner, right? I think that people feel like teachers should just be able to be beat up. Like, we don't have feelings, we don't have emotions. We should just be able to take it every day, just no matter what. We have higher standards than the president these days. It's just whatever happens, we should just be able to take it. If that is the situation, we get cussed out every day. Who cares? If I'm sexually harassed, because I was at one point. Remember that, mistaken? Okay, you should just be able to take it, document it. Nothing really happens to them until after it happens so many times. But if we were out in public, it wouldn't be acceptable. So I can't see it from that standpoint too, for my own situation. But again, if she was wearing something inappropriate and the kid's like, oh, that's inappropriate. Let me see. What? JR, can you do it? It's hard to see that. Can you send it to JR and he puts it on the
No, man. Go ahead, Swing. I'll bring it back a little bit, Swing.
I don't see nothing.
It's hard to see. Put the link in the back chat. Put the link in the back chat.
I just sent it to.
Please do.
Are they leggings? Those look like leggings.
I mean, they look like regular black slacks.
Right. So I'm looking at I'm thinking she about to be inappropriate. Because I've seen some inappropriate like that needs to be called out as inappropriate. And in that case, I'm gonna say, you know what? Yes, that's inappropriate. But even Sweeney has the picture in front of him and it looks, I don't know.
And she said she was wearing like a sweater to go over it, but but they look like regular black dress pants.
A sweater to go over what?
Can boys be girls?
A sweater to go over what?
Did
you hear me?
What?
Can boys be girls? Sweeney, don't go nowhere.
Yeah, I can't see. It doesn't look inappropriate to me from the picture that he saw, but I would have to see a bigger picture of it.
Is my mic working?
Can boys be girls?
Yeah, no, it's working right now. Sorry.
Can boys be girls?
Yeah, can boys be girls?
You asking?
No.
Yeah, I'm asking. Y'all not answering.
No.
No, boys can't be girls.
Well, the schools seem to think so. So if appropriate can be inappropriate.
That's not the school. I don't know what school you're to. My school doesn't. Girls go to girls' bathroom, boys go to the boys' bathroom.
So this is the thing. And as Black girls with body, we get this all the time. Like in terms of having to be mindful of what we wear. Like I remember being in high school and we had a dress code, but I would see, other, unmelanated, right? Students, right? Females wearing stuff that technically was against the dress code, but, it wasn't enforced. But you would see when the Black girls, especially if you had body, they would get, a dress code cut. You would get in trouble for it. So while I think it was wrong either way, whether you were Black or white wearing it, because it was against the dress code, period. But if you're going to have a dress code, then you got to keep the consequences consistent across the board, regardless of anybody's body shape or not. But I know as an adult, I have to be mindful of what I wear as well. Like I hippie booty, that kind of stuff. So I do wear long sweaters because I know being in high school with young boys, it just is what it is, right? So I do try to minimize, given a reason, so to speak. But from what she had on, from what I can see, I didn't see a close-up picture. It did look like she just had on just regular slacks. So, I mean, until I see something else, I guess, that's where my
right now.
Let me speak on it a little bit too.
But she said that she even had a sweater on, like a long sweater or whatever. Yeah, I don't think I don't think, depending on what they did, I do not think that they should have gotten suspended either, though.
Yeah, no.
I do think, and not to that level, but I do think a conversation needed to be had. But I personally believe that the conversation needed to be had with her. Like, you have to set the tone in your classroom about what's acceptable and unacceptable behavior. And if that was inappropriate, that was a teachable moment for her. She shouldn't have just gone to the principal waiting for the principal to do something to suspend them. She should have set the tone in her classroom about what kind of behavior is going to be appropriate or not.
Go ahead, Dara.
So she mentioned appropriate, and I guess I think she said slut shame. What you're witnessing is what you're witnessing is figure shamed. You have certain women that have a pronounced figure that's maybe more pronounced than other women, and depending on how you dress it, some things will be more flattering or stand out. So the important thing is who called her out. It wasn't the boys, from my understanding. It wasn't the teen boys that called her out. It was some girl who called her out. The teen boys that saw this never brought it to her attention. I'm willing to argue that they thought it was completely fine. I'm willing to argue that those teen boys were okay. Some of them might have went home and got the lotion. But the girl, I think the girl who reported it to the teacher was eavesdropping on the conversation between the teens. That's why she brought it up to the teacher's attention. It wasn't the boys who brought it up. They were cool. She brought it up to the teacher's attention because she felt triggered. It triggered her personally on her remarks, the boys' remarks they were making. I was a teen just like those boys. And I'm telling you, when we saw teachers come in there stacked, built like a Coke bottle and all that, you would be surprised with some of the things that us teen boys were saying. And we didn't dare tell the teacher that, hey, look, you need to cover up. It was probably somebody else who felt offended or triggered. So this girl felt triggered. So And I don't understand how this teacher, this creator, is shocked, because women, and I learned this from being an image consultant. Women, teachers, whatever, they know their bodies. They know if they have flattering features that pique sexual interest. They know that. They know whether, just like Ms. Tega said, she wears a sweater. The whole reason why she's wearing a sweater like that is to be proactive. Because she know if she don't wear that sweater and she stop it at the waist, when it's time to turn around and write on the chalkboard, them kids gonna be all up in your butt crack, and they gonna fail their grade. So it's a courtesy thing. Yes, you should be able to dress how you want. You should be able to feel comfortable in you. Nobody should figure shame you, but you also got to take into consideration of the distraction that you could cause. And I'll yield.
All right, I'm gonna play a clip that Sweeney sent me just now.
Slut shamed by a group of my students.
I mean to play that word. That's the wrong one. Sweeney, which one did you send me? Did I download the right one?
First of all, what is Sweeney eating? And you got something on your corner of your lip, so I know you foul.